Having difficult conversations is one of the most dreaded responsibilities in leadership. Leaders, just like many other people, do not like to give news that will cause other persons distress. But you cannot shy away from this task. So if you need tips on how to handle this like a pro, continue watching. So hey, my name is Safia and welcome to my channel, The Leaders Chat Room. Thank you for showing up today. If it is you are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support and being here for the ride. If it is you are new, then welcome and join in. Here we discuss all things leadership and we delve into the practical, real-life tips and guidance on how to be better leaders, how to transform teams, businesses, and our very lives. So if you're interested, hit that subscribe button and be sure to know when all our videos come out. So no one likes to be the bearer of bad news, especially when it would result in contention or it will cause sadness, disappointment, or some other kind of distress to a team member. So what many leaders do? They avoid it. They shy away. They give it to someone else to do. Or if they're forced to do it, they sometimes overcompensate, or they blame others, or they are overly harsh and create more damage than necessary. But you do not have to do that. As a leader, you cannot get away from having difficult, sensitive conversations. So I want to share with you just 8 quick things to do to handle your difficult conversations like a pro. Number 1, nip it in the bud early. Many times we delay in giving feedback when an issue or a challenge arises. We leave it to fester and we only respond when it gets out of control. So the first thing you need to do is try to avoid difficult conversations if you don't have to have them by giving people the feedback that they need early in the game, even if it may be constructive criticism. Let them know so that they can adjust and avoid the matter escalating. Number 2, listen first. Before you rush to any judgments, before you make any decisions, listen to what has happened. Get the facts, document them if necessary, and we know in some cases it's absolutely crucial to document. But you will never know what truly occurred or what really is the base of the root cause if you do not take time to listen, to investigate, and find out the truth before you make your pronouncement. Number 3, be honest and straightforward. As uncomfortable as it may be, you will only make matters worse if you beat around the bush and do not use straightforward language. So be gentle, but be clear, crystal clear. Avoid ambiguous language. There should be no doubt about what you are saying and what the next steps are. You have to be honest and you have to be straightforward. Otherwise, matters will become worse. Number 4, be compassionate. This is very, very important. Even if it is someone that you do not have a fantastic relationship with, know that they're a human and the tables could have easily been turned. How would you feel if you were in their shoes going through this difficult conversation? Being aware of that, be kind, be compassionate, and be considerate even as you go through the conversation. Number 5, remember their dignity and respect. Even when things are difficult or someone is in the wrong, remember to respect them and allow them the dignity of a human. Even if it is you have to terminate someone's services, there is a humane way to fire someone. You do not have to be overly aggressive. You do not have to be overly contentious. You can still afford that person all the dignity and respect that goes along with being human. Number 6, be confidential. This is super important. I have witnessed too many times where someone would have a conversation with a leader and then you hear it on the corridor. It is absolutely crucial in order to insulate that person from further harm that no one who doesn't need to know doesn't know. Only tell who you need to tell based on company policy. Other than that, do not make mention of it again after the conversation, and do not even discuss it before if you do not have to. Confidentiality is paramount for us as leaders. Number 7, give genuine counsel. And this is a tricky one for many leaders, but what it really is giving someone advice to help them back on the right track, whether it is with your organization or not. Offer them counsel that would help them not to repeat the error that got them into that situation. Help them out, and don't do it in a condescending way or in a way that belittles them, but do it in a way as if you're mentoring, that you really want to help them to get to another level in their career and lives. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody goes through something at times. It is important that we give a lot of grace. It is important that we extend the olive branch where we can. Offer that genuine counsel in the spirit of mentorship. That is what we do as leaders. And number 8, allow feedback. And this is also very important. Ask the person, how do they feel? What are their thoughts now that we have come to the end of the conversation? What do they think their next steps will be? And then allow them time to respond. Now, the response may not always be what you want to hear. You may even feel attacked, but remember, you are the leader, you are the model, you are the example. Do not personalize the feedback. Do not try to become defensive, but allow the person to speak. You can respond, and you have 2 options. 1, you can say nothing at all and accept that you both disagree on the outcome. That's okay. 2, you can share your perspective and what's it like to be in your shoes having to deal with this situation. Many times people don't recognize how much agony leaders go through when they have to make difficult situations. It's not fun to send someone home. It's not fun to give someone a bad performance appraisal. Some leaders, we agonize in having to do this, but we know it's the right thing to do for the person involved, for the organization, and for the wider team. And so don't assume at all that we enjoy having these things done. We don't. But as leaders, we have to take the bull by the horns and get the thing done. So share with them your journey. Share with them what you went through, especially if it is the person will continue with your team. Be open and frank about your experience as a leader. In the end, the key to having smooth, difficult conversations is going in there without bias, without judgment, and without prejudice. Allow the facts to speak. Ensure that your decision is justified and communicated honestly and with compassion. At the end of the day, even if the person doesn't agree with you, they would surely respect you. So, I want you now as a leader, see where you are concerning these 8 tips and develop them in yourselves. Practice it the next time you have to have a sensitive conversation. See what it's like. Give me feedback, comment down below, send me an email or reach out to us. Let me know if it's working or if it is you need further advice. I will be happy to provide it. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye. We'll chat soon.